Hey guys, Rinji here. Once again bringing you the worst out of the VTuber community. And what's spookier than a dog pile? Over what at least to me seems like a joke, but we'll explore that further on. As the VTuber in question, Taffy, also known as Nekuma VT on Twitter, got herself into a bit of trouble after making a tweet in which she gatekeeps VTubing and anime from Westerners. And, you know, as it is with most Twitter dogpiles, a lot of them are gonna be deserved. Specifically with this VTuber, she gets furtherly roasted for being British, as is expected. But it doesn't end there, as she gets more and more unhinged comments about her tweet. But let's get right into that and see what she has to say. Can we keep most Westerners, Americans, away from anime? Can we please gatekeep VTubing and anime? Because they ruin everything and try to add their degenerate hip-hop satanic culture into it, and they barf their lunacy all over everything? The quote responses to this tweet are only further proving my point. LMAO. Some of you lack severe reading comprehension. Ameriwanks. And this is the replies they get. This is the whitest thing ever. You're British, anime is Japanese, it's not yours, and Japan amalgamates hip-hop culture, or the idea of it, into anime all of their own. Haven't you all to just say, we hate black Americans, instead of claiming you're talking about the US broadly? And of course, it always goes back to racism, or perceived racism by this person. And then that's not the only one, because there's more people like that. Not gonna read too far into the hip-hop satanic culture, but just to give this person the benefit of the doubt, but trying to talk about degeneracy when you tweet stuff like this is crazy. Forever stacking the Epstein epoch. And here's a little rap, I think, from Taffy herself. I put the new Forgers on the Jeep. I trap until the bloody buttons is underneath, cause all my conies got out the streets. I keep 100 tracks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now Kani can answer cause I'm bowling. I'm quite sure they don't hate the degenerate hip-hop satanic culture just based on that one tweet. I hate when N-words say Westerners when you really just meet black people. I assure you that no one wants to watch a static 3D model move left to right for 3 hours. There's nothing to worry about. Degenerate hip-hop satanic culture is crazy. Could have just tweeted the N-word and would have sounded less racist. Why is British person trying to dictate who can get into VTubing, LMAO? Adding more adjectives before saying hip-hop culture won't hide who you're actually talking about. Yeah, I think they get it all wrong this time around at least. Taffy is a shit poster, and you'll probably understand it at the end of this video. You're literally British. You're literally, in some people's words, fetishizing the culture you're defending. And you aren't even Asian. Can you grow a freaking brain? Why didn't the money you used to buy the model go into pursuing some sort of higher education? So that Asians wouldn't have to read this absolute freaking bullshit. And you suck some other culture's penis? Can you shut up? Can you keep your crappy little opinions about something you shouldn't have say over to yourself? You aren't freaking superior. Well, this person really went off. And now suddenly it's also racism against Asians. Because quote-unquote fetishizing. Degenerate hip-hop satanic culture. Such a cowardly and idiotic and thinly veiled racism. Very Western of you, to be honest. Just say you hate BIPOC people and go. Because we actually seasoned our food? Is that what you're really so pathetically bitter? That sounds racist. What's with the seasoning thing? Jesus Christ, man. Drugs. Ayo. Turn that crap up, Charles. Just say, probably a slur against black people, man. Everything this person posts seems catered to pedophiles. What a surprise, skull emoji. Average parentheses white VTuber, to be honest. Ooh, that's freaking fantastic. Pedophilia accusations and their own their own racist takes on this. Again, someone makes a bad tweet, someone makes an awful tweet even, and somehow the replies are usually bad, as expected of Twitter. Just say the N-word because we all know that what you mean. Aside from being British, the grown but woman's most recent media is sexual assault / lolly jokes. Bring back British knife crime. Okay. Is this a call for violence? Degenerate hip-hop satanic culture. Just call me a slur used against black people. Why don't you? We should keep Americans away from anime, but we should keep you away from kids, you nonce, said the communist. With a lot of flags. Probably had more at some point in time, but you know, you can only support so many causes at the same time. Insane Hitler particles here. Is this about her? Oh, of course, they have to jab in that one thing about Callie, because they would be sick if they didn't. Get her, but 100% about her. Hilarious to see a white Brit who spends their time LARPing as an anime girl to satisfy pathetic men can't actually get real girlfriends speak on black people and their culture. Y'all VTuber N-words are literally the cringiest thing that spawned from 2020. Further back than that, but you know, I wouldn't expect anyone, especially casually commenting on this tweet, to know. And this one is also pretty fantastic. Mayo monkeys will be born in the origin of microaggressors and think that automatically excuses anti-blackness and convinces them that they can separate themselves from white Americans. Yep, you know, it's always fantastic to fight perceived racism with racism of your own, but go off, bestie, as Twitter people say. Like, I know you want to keep your whole cute and innocent small grown adult persona, but you're miles away from being a conservative American white mom. Meanwhile, you probably consume lolly content on the daily and call us the hard R in Discord chats. Whole profile is the VTuber that non-anime fans think of when they hear the term of and immediately assume is a 27 to 30-year-old white man with a voice changer for some extra money, acting like a child and cleaning onto pedos in denial for views while working full-time on leave. That's a whole lot of words strung together in a sentence. I think this person had a lot of bottled up and they just want to release all of it at the same time. But yeah, a joke inspires insane comments like these too. And why do I think Taffy is a shit poster? Well, because I've seen a lot of her content on Twitter. And there's also these, after the whole backlash happened. I should have gatekept my tweet from all the normies and roasties and pronos bio people because they're so annoying, skull emoji. Watashi wa a victim of cyberbullying. Every day someone online calls me a weeb desu. Watashi won't stand for this. 26% of bullying victims are chosen due to their race or religion desu. I may look like a basic white girl, but deep down I am Nihongo desu. I'm actually slightly concerned for Americans because they're taking this copy pasta seriously, and it speaks volumes about their gullibility. And yeah, it's probably a joke, all of it, considering what Taffy has been doing all this time on Twitter. But to take the matter of gatekeeping seriously for a moment, I personally don't think you can gatekeep something as large as anime or VTubing from anything. It's just logistically not possible to do that, because how are you gonna set up barriers for entry for so many people that just, you know, want to put on an anime girl or anime boy avatar or watch anime? You can't gatekeep that. What you can't gatekeep, however, is your own communities that you start as a VTuber. You can easily gatekeep them from people you don't want. Other than, you know, making more generalized statements about gatekeeping, gatekeep your own communities from people you don't necessarily want in them, because infiltrators are everywhere and they will ruin your time if you just let them, or if you're too lenient about that sort of stuff. But for right now, that's everything. Hope to see you on the next one.